Hello Stampers! Today I have this dreamy scene. I hope you hang out with me for a few minutes and I'm going to show you how to make it. It's super fun. It's so easy. I think you're going to be amazed at how it comes together. So we're going to start with some images from the Peaceful Deer stamp set. This is new from Stampin' Up. And we're going to use just a couple of stamped images from that stamp set to create this scene. So we're going to start with a basic white panel that's 3 inches by 4.75, and all the dimensions for this project you can find down below this video. Just press show more under the description. They're all there along with links for all the products used. So we have a 3 by 4.75 piece of basic white cardstock, and we're going to use Blushing Bright ink. And I want some nice pink in the background, but I didn't want it to be real dark, so I go to Blushing Bright, which is perfect. So I'm using a blending brush and I'm just going to blend that Blushing Bright all over this panel. These blending brushes are wonderful. Don't have to worry about those hard edges. And now we have our Blushing Bright base coat on for our scene. So we're going to go to a blue brush now and Balmy Blue ink. And I'm going to put this Balmy Blue over like the middle 1/3 of the panel. I don't want it real dark because we want it to be kind of dreamy looking, right? We're going to stay with this Balmy Blue, and we're going to use the Smallest Trees image from that stamp set, and we're going to stamp that just along our scene here. You can overlap these trees. Making kind of a line of them across the panel. These are our distant trees. You want them all the way across. Okay, and we're going to take that same Balmy Blue and I'm going to turn my panel this way. And we're going to make this really dark Balmy Blue right where our trees are, using a back and forth motion. So there's our background trees already in. See, I'm telling you, this is a simple thing to do. And now I want to put in some darker trees. So I'm going to go with Night of Navy. And this is I'm going to say the medium-sized trees. It's the medium size that has 3 trees together. And I'm going to stamp that one time. I'm going to load it to where it's doesn't have that the bottom trunks on it. And then I'm going to stamp it almost as high as the tops of those lighter trees. And then I'm going to get the smaller trees and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. And I'm going to stamp 2 here. This is the same image that we used for up there. And then I'll stamp 2 right beside the larger ones. Okay. Now I need a large post-it note. I love these 3-inch by 5-inch post-it notes, and we're going to put one right across our panel. Actually, let's line it up with the side of the panel. That ensures that we have a straight horizon line. There we go. And I'm going to get a sponge and I'm going to pounce in a hill here. Just a little hill. I'm going to pounce it along, come down to kind of a point there. When you pounce ink on, it makes it really dark, which is what we want here. So there's our hill for our trees to be on. So now we're done with the Night of Navy. We're going to go to Misty Moonlight ink. And we're going to do our reflection trees now. We're going to take our Post-it note off, clean our stamp a little bit, and we're going to repeat stamping those trees only upside down for our reflection. And I only inked this up to where I'm not inking up the bottom trunks, just like we did the top one. We're stamping this upside down and we're going to leave a good 1/2 inch of space between the bottom of these trees and the hill. Okay, we're going to do the same with our little trees, stamping them upside down. And then we need one more. Now this isn't a perfect reflection because we are just using these upside down instead of doing a reverse image, which makes this easy. It's not a perfect image reflection, and nobody's going to even notice. So now we're going to take our scene and we're going to turn it upside down, and we're going to put our Post-it note back on here. And I've got about 1/8 of an inch of that Night of Navy showing where our little island comes out, and we're going to use that 1/8 of an inch to know exactly where to put our reflection hill. So I'm going to pounce this on and come down to a point there. Okay, so there's our reflection hill, and it meets up with our other one, and we're going to turn this back upright. See how easy that was? Makes a perfect little dreamy scene. And now that this is water, so we're going to put just a few white chalk marker lines in this area, just the water area, and it only really shows up over the blue. So that's where I'm putting it. I'm putting it over the trees. Okay, there we go, and that gives it more of a water look. And there's your scene, just that quick. So we're going to start putting our card together, and I'm going to get rid of this inky paper, and we're going to back our main panel up with a Night of Navy panel, and this panel is 3 1/4 by 5. Get my trusty multi-purpose glue out here. And I'm going to put this on the panel clear over to the right edge, flush with the right edge. Okay. Just like that. And we're going to set that aside. And now we're going to get out a piece of Balmy Blue. It's 4 by 5.25. You're going to need 2 Balmy Blue panels the same size, and we're going to take one and emboss it using the Painted Textures embossing folder. I love this embossing folder just to give some texture. It gives a painterly look. And we're going to take some ribbon. We have some of our checked ribbon from our new catalog. This is black and white gingham ribbon, and I want it colored to match our card, of course. So I'm going to take a Balmy Blue marker. I'm going to use the brush end, and I'm going to use the side of the brush end, and I'm going to color this piece of ribbon. I'm just going to drag it along just to get that blue in there. You only have to do one side of this because it soaks through to the other side. Great way to coordinate your ribbon with your project. And who doesn't like gingham? So that was the Balmy Blue, the dark Balmy Blue, Stampin' Right marker. It's not Stampin' Right, Stampin' Blend marker. And see how it colored both sides just by doing one. And I'm going to take a piece of this, just a little wider than our panel here. We're going to take our main image panels and adhere it to this emboss panel. We're going to go clear to the right side again. Take our ribbon and we're going to go across both of them. We're going to attach the ends to the back using mini glue dots. It over here. Alexa, stop. It's here to our card base, which is Night of Navy, and it measures 5.5 by 8.5, and then it's folded in half for a card base. We're going to go all the way to the right with it also. Here we go. And we're going to take our other piece of ribbon. I'm going to slide it under the first. We're going to tie it in a bow. I like to do this upside down. Helps get my little legs of my bow going the right way. Give it a little trim. All right, so there's our card front. And then inside, I just have one panel of Balmy Blue that's 4 by 5.25. And there you have it. How easy is that card? I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if so, please like the video and subscribe. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.